Okay, g'day everybody. Welcome along. Yeah, you probably see the title that I've got up there at the moment. Still using 161, and still on revision 726.26s. So I haven't done too much with it. However, I believe they've done a tremendous amount with ATS, and just in the fact that, you know, the clutch, it wins it every single time. So I'm going to talk about a couple of things during the journey today. One of the things I'm going to talk about is all the add-on apps that are external of the game that everybody's coming up with at the moment. And I'll get onto the subject of that shortly. But right now, I haven't got one of those trucks at the moment. A Volvo. Right, so just going to go down and pick up a load. Now, I don't know what it is, but it's only 9 miles away. It's been a couple of weeks since I've actually driven the game, and I don't remember what I actually had organised, except for the fact that it's at Target. Target being one of the real world trucking, real world companies mod. So I'm not 100% certain what the load is. So this is a bit of a mystery. I obviously set it up prior to packing up for a few days, about 2 weeks actually. Since I've actually been doing too much driving. So, you know, anyway, so this will be quite interesting to see what the load really is. I believe it's Target. I won't guarantee that it's Target, but I have a fairly good feeling it's Target. Now, I think I should have a full tank of juice to start with. So yeah, full tank of juice to start with. Yeah, there it is there, right next to the Speedo.
Go straight.
And wherever I'm going is where I'm going. Now it's telling me I've got to go down here, turn around and come back. I don't know. I might just go here and turn around. I obviously must have missed my corner or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I got in the game and I drove 300 miles to get here. So I don't know what the deal is. I honestly don't. I'm at a loss as to what it is. Let's see if I can get that working. I don't know what's going on with my camera at the moment. Let's go here. I don't know what's going on. There it is there. I would have thought it should be showing up there. I don't know. I don't know why that's not working. Let's just go up here and we'll select it again. No, it's not going to work. All right. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with my face cam. It's not working. But oh boy, I know what I do have to do. And I'll be back in a minute. So just hold up for a bit. And I shall return very soon. Okay. Anyway, let's get that going. Is that working? Yeah. Right, so not sure what's going on with the other. Right. Come on, give us a green. Now, apparently, I'm going into here. I don't understand it. Why am I going into here? What is in here? Oh, my trailer! Oh my gosh! I came all the way to pick up my trailer. Ah. Oh dear, I'm going to drive off this lip and see what happens. Oi! Oh, there's a concrete wall there. A dead stop. Oh dear. Wonder if I can reverse out of it. I can. Oh my god. Fancy that. I was just in there. That's where I had my sleep and filled up with fuel. I'll be so devastated if all I've done is driven 400 miles to collect my trailer. Oh dear.
Keep left and then continue straight.
Okay. You're in my way now, bro. Seriously, you are. You're in my way.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Well, I'm going to take a guess and say it's a grain load that I was going to get, or I got. I wonder if this is actually sitting there with the load all sitting in it or not, but I'm not showing any current progress on a load, so anything's possible. Anything's possible. Okay. So, I wonder whether that comes with a load. Let's have a look. I bet you it doesn't. So, let's go to the main screen. No, I don't have a load. Yeah, geez, this is funny, actually. Absolutely hilarious, to tell you the truth. Oh my gosh. Really, 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 really would love to know what's going on with this. Let's try remove. Yes. And we'll add a video capture device. No, add a video capture device. There we go. That's really sad that that's like that, because I haven't had time to configure it, but that's okay. Whack it down there. We'll just shrink it down a little bit. Oh, actually, I can't leave it. Filter. Drop in there. 250 there. 250. 250 there. No. Top. There we go. Well, that's working. There we go. Anyway, so it's working. And we'll whack that in there. We'll add that. Go. Color correction. And turn it down so that it bake a little. Right. Just turn the brightness down a little. That'll do. I'll work on it a bit more. Now at least I've got the camera going again. So, g'day, how you going, everybody? And let's see if we can get ourselves a job. So let's go down here. And we've got some cottonseed, but we've got to find out where we are. We're down here in Roswell. So we can do some hay, but we're going to go route length, and we're going to go from the bottom, and we're going to work our way up. So we don't want to go too far. 500. Actually, rather do some. I honestly thought that I had. What is the trailer I've got on? Oh, it's a chip van. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's what we're using. That's what we're using. So let's go back here and we'll cut one of those loads. Actually, what I might do as well, do a freight market just to be different. Jobs, freight market, pick up a trailer, route length. What do we got? Empty pallets. We got 1 mile. Oh, hang on. I haven't done one of those. There you go. I'm going to do myself one of these things here. I haven't done
Let's go.
a load like this for quite a while. So let's just unhook that trailer and we'll go down and we'll pick up this windmill turbine blade. Okay, let's sneak across here while nobody's looking. Hope my stream's working all right tonight, and just want to have a big shout out to a few guys that I know are watching. Found out another one, or one's watching today. I found out that he was watching today while I was talking to him, and that's Triton. He pops in quite regularly and looks at my streams, but because of my time zone, he doesn't watch them live. And this one here is actually a possibility that, oh my god, no, I don't want to do a load. I don't want to do this load. Ah, oh, crikey blimey. I haven't officially got it. So let's go back here and we'll go back to Roswell and we'll see what's there. 400 miles. Do a 300 mile one, 200. We go, well, we'll do that one just because. Right, let's set the GPS to that. Now, that one's 200 miles away. No. What the heck? Once upon a time, you could just go... Right. Look at... That is not... It's in Roswell. That's in Roswell. I'm in Roswell. Ay, ay, ay. What is going on? I don't get it.
Go straight.
Trailer manager. Let's go find my trailer and dismiss it. Right. Now. Rate mark. We're in Roswell. Set the GPS.
Now go. Go straight.
Oh, this is really weird. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to turn around and go back because actually I'm going to yeah, I'm going to spin around, go back because I am not driving this big loop to get back to my trailer, get back to my load. see 21 miles. Got a bit of damage on my truck already. Okay, I can live with that. So yeah, as I was saying to Triton, g'day Triton, I hope that you do recover from your recent illness. I know it can't be real good, real much fun. I'm just going to turn the volume down. It's a little bit loud for my liking. I'm yelling. Right. Hope that doesn't mess things up too much for you guys listening. I can fix that a bit as well. So yeah, anyway, I hope that you get well soon. And I know that it's been a little while since you've been driving. Sort of a bit restricted with what games you can play because you can't use your foot at the moment. And that must be really, really stressful for you. And g'day to Scott. I know that you've had something done with your foot. You had a cancer or something cut out, so g'day. Just big shout out to you as well. I hope that you're both doing well, and I'll say a special prayer for you tonight, and hope that everything goes well for you in the coming future. And it doesn't take too long to see you back on your feet, so to speak. And I know that Triton, you're going off to see your doctor either tomorrow or the day after, or maybe it's today. And I hope those crutches work for you.
Go straight.
It sucks being on crutches, whether you've got something wrong with you or not. Been there, done that. Spent months, what was it? Probably about 7 months using crutches. Even when I went back to work, I was still using the crutches a bit. And that wasn't much fun. It was from a shattered acetabulum. Basically, I put my hip bone out through my arse cheek and broke the cup that the hip sits in, or the thigh bus. Yeah, anyway, the hip joint. I broke the cup. Shattered it, actually. Come on, buddy. Move along.
Keep right, and then turn right.
And that's not much fun.
Turn right.
But yeah, to touch on a few things that I wanted to talk about whilst I was driving. Yeah, you'll notice that up there at the top of the screen, I am using the beta still, the experimental beta, 1.61, mainly because I find the performance of the clutch is way superior than the current release version, which I believe is still 1.60. So I'm not happy to drop down to that level. There's also a couple of other things that I like about this version of
Go straight.
of the game, and that's the fact that this thing here
Turn right.
that we're looking at right there, navigation panel, that's been improved. Now at the moment you'll see my truck damage only, and you can also see when I have my load on, when I get the trailer, you'll see beside my truck, you'll see the trailer's damage model or damage percentage, and you'll also see the load damage percentage as well.
Left, and then turn left.
And
Turn left.
okay, let's go in here and see what they've got for me.
Now drop the load and go.
Well, I'm not going to drop it. I'm going to pick one up, to tell you the truth. Picking up a freight market job, which is this one here. Right, so we're going to take the job. Let's find it. Where is it? Okay, it's around the back. Turn that off because it's not very realistic. Now, I did tell Triton that I would check. I'm pretty sure I've still got it installed. I'll go and check it in a few seconds. Yara, because talking about a couple of things about Yara. Back in the day, we all used to use Yara. I'm sure anybody that was that was playing ATS, even ETS, was using Yara. And from memory, the last time I used it was only about 2 weeks ago, when I was using this particular. Right, yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to pop out and I'll take you guys with me. Should I save it? Yeah, I will. I'll save it. Save it there. Override it. I'm going to pop out to the title screen. Yes. I'm going to have a look and see if I've still got Yara in. Pretty sure I do. Yeah, there it is there. Going to leave it at the top. Don't remember where it's supposed to actually sit, but I think at the top will be fine. Go back in here. And I think there's a couple of things I got to do. I got to turn a whole bunch of settings on to be able to use Yara properly. They're all in the options page for the its name. Let's have a look. See if it comes up. Turn that on. Right, so it's only got a little bit of it on there. So what we need to do is we need to go into here. Yeah. And we need enabled and enabled. Don't need to worry about that. To go. So there we go. Now, unfortunately, it comes up behind the version that I'm using.
Let's do this.
Which is, so I'll have that over the top of it. But you can see that it actually does work. Now, the thing is that we need to check is, at the moment you can tell by my GPS that there's no speed limit because I'm in a private property. But when we get out onto the road, I'm going to slip down here to the service centre down there and fix my truck, because it's currently got damage.
Turn right. Rerouting.
There's the speed limit up there, 30.
Continue straight.
Now, because I've got a little bit of damage, I'm going to fix that up. Okay, so enter. Go in here and fix it. Right, so. Now, I got a little bit of residual that's requires a maintenance rebuild, a restoration. So I've still got a bit of maintenance to do on my truck, but this gets it passable. Right, so basically you'll see the speed limit, you'll see my speed, you'll see my gear, see the icon to say whether or not I've got to do scales and load damage, and
Keep right, and then
I'm not sure about that other one, whether that's my brake information
turn right.
or what it is, but I'm still not sure about the brake. I think that's just because it doesn't know the icon. So I'm pretty good with my sleep. My sleep is almost full because I had a sleep before I went and got my, well, playing around with that last trailer. And the thing that Triton was questioning was whether or not the Yara actually turns red. So there you go, Triton. It does go and change red when you overspeed. The faster you overspeed, the more red it gets. So there you go, we solved that question. I couldn't remember whether it did or not. I thought it did. So I'll go back down to 58, 55 with my speed limit. Wait. And I'll start concentrating on what I'm doing. Find neutral before you just take your foot off the clutch. Oh, that went down the wrong way. Oh dear. Right, so there you go, Triton. You can see now that Yara is working, and you know, you've got full-on bar up the top there. Plus, I guess you've also, if you're using Truckee Mod or Truckee app, you can also have that data showing up as well. And as I don't use the Truckee app anymore, for reasons that I'll get to, and it's just a personal preference thing, but now Anyway, I'll go further into that in a little bit.
Go straight.
Yeah. Anyway, so the other thing that I wanted to talk about is, and I've got it in my the title at the top, or in my comments on the actual thing. So yeah, I am still using 161 beta, experimental beta. That's part of the title. Still using it. We'll be using it until it goes live. And I haven't checked to see if it's live, your version live yet, so I don't know. I could be sitting here in the experimental beta and there's a, you know, it's been pushed already. But anyway, so the other thing I wanted to talk about is all the extra apps that are now available for trucking. Now you've got, I think there's 2 different multi-load systems, or there's an early version and a new version, or a current version, or something like that. I believe one requires you to use the Truckee mod, or the Truckee app, and the other one might not require you to use the Truckee app because they wrote their own plugin. Now, I really like the idea of it. I think the idea of it is fantastic, and I'll be over the moon if and when SES actually adopt it into the game. I'm not going to use it until such times as they bring it into the game. And I'll be disappointed if they don't bring it into the game, because I think that it's something that the game really does need. There is a call for it. The reason that I won't use any of these third-party apps is, I mean, nothing against the developers, and they're doing something for the community and all the rest of it and making it better, and I can't say too much about a lot of things because I don't know the answers to a lot of the things, but I have my suspicions, but I am a very untrusting type person. Takes a while to gain my trust. I don't believe in, like, just parting with my information for free to anybody. And we all know that currently in this world we live in, with AI and all the rest of it, that data mining is the biggest commodity in the world right now. And you can get somebody's information, you can do a lot of things with it. You can specifically, you can specifically target them in marketing and all sorts of things. So, you know, like I say, data is a very powerful commodity, and yeah, I know that, yeah, I'm not saying that they are mining data, but you know, to get the app, you've got to log in, you've got to put a password in there, and then they have a plug-in that you've got to run on your computer that talks to another computer, which talks to the Truckee mod or the Truckee app, or talks to their server. So it gets your IP address, it gets all of your information, And what are they doing with that information? Who are they selling that information to? That's my question. You know, unfortunately, I've been bitten once before, and I don't want to be bitten again. So I tend to wait and see. I'm not going to be an early adopter of any of the these particular apps, plugins, whatever. Years and years and years ago, when I was playing ATS and the Truckee app, the early version of the Truckee app came out, I thought, oh, that's great. And prior to installing it, I did a bit of a look up to see how it worked and what it required, because even back then it was starting to get a little bit, you know, there was sites out there fishing for data and, you know, getting anything they could and using it. And we didn't have AI back then either, but there was enough in it, and of course one of the options you had to opt into was Overwolf. And that was, you know, supposedly so that you didn't have any cheating and whatnot going on, which is what Overwolf was. It was used in a lot of games. So many things had Overwolf that you had to be signed up to Overwolf, and there was, you know, cheat guards and, you know, all sorts of things. And, you know, there was enough people using it that their details, their data, became worth money, a commodity. And it started getting sold. People started buying, you know, oh, look, we'll buy you for any information, pay you for the information. And yeah, great. A lot of people woke up to it and found out and started screaming and ranting and carrying on. And all these programs that required you to use Overwolf, is Overwolf was selling your data, or selling the data. Somebody behind Overwolf selling the data. And then I don't know, maybe Truckee was getting a bit of a kickback from it, but I've got a feeling that wasn't happening, because they dumped Overwolf and wrote their own app. Now, they might be fully 100% innocent and have nothing to do with it, but it left me with a sour taste that, you know, the way that it's make Truckee app work is to put in services, DLL files and services that run in your computer all the time. And you see a lot of information. Now, even when, even if you haven't got Truckee app running, these services are running. And they are ticking over. What they're actually ticking over, sending and receiving from your computer, from the server, I don't know. I didn't sniff any packets out and have a look and see what was in them when you're not running the game. And I get it that you got to have something going when you're running the game or running the app. I actually set those services to manual startup, and the next time I use the Truckee app, this is after being told, yeah, they don't use Overwolf anymore, so I felt kind of safe, and I wanted to be in this particular VCT, or BTC, and I was assured that no, they don't use Overwolf anymore, so it's quite safe, and it quite possibly it is, but I didn't like the idea of these packets that were going out from my computer and coming back into my computer. even when I wasn't playing trucks. So I set them to manual, which was good because it all stopped for a while. The very next time that I actually started Truckee app, it pushed them back to automatic. So it makes me wonder, did they really want them turned on and have it on automatic because, well, you know, that's how they're getting, you know, raising money? Are they raising money and selling the data, you know, of what I'm actually doing? You know, my IP address attached to my name, attached to my email address. Are they selling that to see what I'm actually playing, what I'm doing, what programs I'm running? Am I visiting, you know, what websites I'm visiting? I like to be in control of the knowledge of who's getting that. At least have the illusion that I'm in control. I know I'm not, but I'd like to have a little bit of control over the illusion of what I'm actually in control of. So that was the end of Truckee app as far as I was concerned, and I'm pretty 100% certain that these multi-load apps that are synonymously jumping up at the moment have got a background app that, or a background service that's running, and it's just turned on. To me, it should be a service that gets loaded only when that process is being run. Like if you're not playing trucks that and you haven't got their app open, no services, none of their services shouldn't be running. They should be shut down. And Windows can do that. They can be set to manual, which means they won't start until they get called. And when they get called and they're no longer being used, Windows can actually unload them because there's no calls going to them. Then, you know, the app that was called them is no longer running, so Windows can shut them down. But if they're setting them up to be running all the time in the background, it's to me that's just lazy programming, lazy coding. Yeah, they might be working around restrictions to be able to get the data,
Go straight.
but it's lazy. Not turning them on, you know, start the app. Oh, is my services running? No, start them. Finish the app. Closes down. Oh, while I'm closing down, I'll shut down the services that I started. That, like I say, that to me is just lazy coding. And if it's not for lazy coding and they've got it started and running in the background for its purpose, what's the purpose? Why do I have to have it running all of the time? If I play a different game, that's taking ticks off my CPU or my GPU, more likely the CPU, and using my memory of my computer, which, as we all know, the cost of RAM at the moment is absolutely crazy. G'day, Triton. I just noticed your message. I'm slack at looking at that shit. But yeah. And it's a fantastic thing that they've done. But I'd rather see it internal in the game, or have a process that starts and stops when you start the program or you close the program down, not these ones that just sit in the background and run all of the time. And I don't like the idea of my computer going off and pinging a website that until recently hasn't been around and gathering information, everything I do. If it's running all the time, surely it's gathering information, passing it on. I'll try not to take any wrong turns as well, Ryan. Oh dear. Now, I know there's a lot of yous out there probably won't agree with what I'm saying and think I'm just a scaremonger or, you know, clickbaiting or whatever you want to call it, but that's my opinion. You're quite entitled to your opinion. And yeah, by all means, voice your opinion on my chat. I don't care. I'm quite happy to engage in your, you know, the conversation on it. Jump into my Discord. Come and chat to me. I'm online right now. You jump in my chat. The address to come in and join is right in the comments of my in the description of the stream. Quite welcome to come in and have a chat. And if you can tell me and prove to me that I'm wrong about all these apps, fantastic. I'll be only too happy to give them a whirl and see if they aren't. But until, yeah, I'm going to wait and see what the rest of the jury, you know, the Kangaroo Court has to say about it. See if it passes the pub test, as they say in Australia. I'll check it out, see if it passes the pub test. If it passes the pub test, then yeah. And I don't know if you're still watching Triton, but there you go, Yara's running and you can see I'm speeding and it's telling me that I'm speeding. Ah, now I've got to turn left. Oh my god, I've missed, but Triton, it's your fault. Ah.
Okay, let's find it.
And then I ended up going for a red signal. Gosh, it's all your fault, Triton. You put that thought in my mind about missing a turn or whatnot. Okay.
Finding new route. Keep right, and then
Totally wrong what I did.
exit right.
Now, one of these days I will do the video up. I did do the video up, or do a video of doing the B double or the double trailer academy, and I've got a couple of things to finish in the second of the series in the academy. So I've got the first academy thing already, the achievement for that. I've got the double trailer, the B double academy thing has been passed, and I got a very good score on that. I think nearly everything was full marks, nearly, and I got through them all. Through them all on the first try. I think there was one, maybe two that I didn't get on the first try. One there where you've got to take a trailer through a slalom course, drive it into or reverse it into a bay, go forward, then come backwards, come back out again, and then reverse it down this simulated narrow loading bay, which was not so easy.
Keep left.
I did find that a little bit difficult. I had to have... Actually, I had 3 goes at it. The first time round, I didn't really know what I was doing. And you've only got 5 changes of direction, I believe. And I think it takes like 4... Although I ended up taking like 4 changes of direction in order to complete the task. The first time I didn't know what I was doing and I went too many direction changes. Second time I bumped a cone that was there when I was reversing into the little bay for the trailer. Then the second time, the last time I had to do a restart, oh, what the heck? Okay. The last point that I had issues with was when I bumped one of the cones in the little tiny narrow ass bay that I was reversing into. That was... And then the next time round I knew what I had to do, and instead of rushing,
Go straight.
And going like crazy, I slowed down, took a little bit longer, and did the job properly. And you've got to do all this inside the truck. The only time you can be outside the truck is if the truck's not moving. So you can actually get external view, but you gotta, it's got to be not moving. So it's sort of like, okay, I don't know where I am here. I'm going to stop my truck and go and have a bit of a look-see. Okay, mate. Fair go. Come on. Out of the way. Had my indicator on to move over way before you were even close, mate.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Van Hall, Texas, Northwestern Energy.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Ah, what? I'm gonna go over there. Gotta go over there and check it out. Oh, that is totally wrong. I wonder where it goes. Doesn't appear to go anywhere up that way, or does it? Let's have a looky. No, it doesn't. Oh. Yep. Oh yeah. Anyway, that's my opinion. And like I say, I'm entitled to my opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. And that's it. But I'm enjoying having a bit of a drive again. It's been a while. And if you stayed with me this long, thanks very much. And do me a favour, like, subscribe. Be awesome if you could do that. Doesn't cost you anything. These ways it only costs you a click. And if you're really feeling generous, maybe like, subscribe and hit the bell button so as you can be notified whenever I'm doing another stream. And then you can take part in the streams with me, share streams with me, and we can enjoy each other's company. And it'd be even cooler if you want to jump in the comment in the chat program with me into Discord, and we can chat whilst I drive. You can drive too, and we can chat. Eventually I will get my server back on again. I just don't know if there's a beta of the dedicated server. If there is, I'm not aware of. Maybe you can help me with this. I'm not aware of how to actually switch to the same version of the beta that I'm driving, or whether or not this will actually work with the 161 dedicated server. I haven't even looked. I haven't even tried, because I just assumed that I wouldn't. So my ATS server has not been running since I've been on this beta version. So yeah.
Keep right, then exit right. Exit right. Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
What do they call that in America? A California stop? Pretty much what everybody in Australia does. I'll do one of those stops where you don't actually stop. It's a finable offence. It is a traffic offence. But we all do it. Yeah.
Get ready to turn right.
Okay. Oh, come to where we're going to dump our load. Open the gate. I don't want to have to stop. Righto.
Finally, we are here.
Where are we going to put it? what's over there? Oh dear, I've been driving too many cab overs. What? Yeah. Much shorter wheelbase than that. And they turn much easier. I thought I was going to make it. I don't drive this particular truck very often. Okay. And we'll unhook it. And we can continue. Where are we? Up in Van Hall. Okay. So I'm going to change trucks. Go to the truck manager. I'm going to do another one of those bullet loads. That one, just to be different. Shit, yeah, why not? I haven't done this truck for a little while. You can see I've only got 73,000 miles on it. Biggest distance is one of my trucks, KW 100. I gave that away when I got to 100,000. Switched out of it, but that's my favourite prime mover. But I'm thinking, well, it's that one or that one. That's my all-time favourite. As you can tell, out of these, the K model, K220, it's the one I've done the most miles in. Miles 09. And strangely enough, it's kind of ironic that this particular truck here has got so many miles on it, considering I don't particularly like Peterbilts. And then there's this one here with lots of miles on it. It's quite ironic. But that W is I got that when the anniversary edition is released. I usually have the anniversary paint skin on that one. But distance driven, if you go to the top of that one is also mine. Days. That was also mine. All these ones have been that are up in the 400,000. They were either my trailer, my truck, or the ones that are pretty much about the same with all the 460,000. They were my first lot of drivers. See, this guy here was the very first driver. This truck, which was the Peterbilt, and I was like, yeah, I don't really like Peterbilt. I gave it to him. and it's pretty much how it went with a lot of these things. I got the truck and I don't really like it. Go by numbers. So she got the first truck handoff, or he got the first truck handoff, and it was that way round. See I went through a few trucks. That was mine for a while. My skin's broken. I had for that. This particular skin here. Do it. Anyway, let's go back. Find a truck to drive. Thinking about using the Cascadia. I always hated the Cascadia. See, haven't used it for a while. Much. I do like that. That's one of my most recent editions, but it was about the same time as, probably just a little bit after, maybe a month or so after the K220 that I got the, and the res built. I like it, but it still doesn't really appeal to me because it's a big Peterbilt fan. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Freightliner, and I'm going to go down to that town on the bottom there, pick up a load, go back here, escape, navigation, quick, set the Texas something, Van travel, that we can get there. No, I want quick travel, and I can quick travel to Van. So let's do that. Ah, I'm done already. Okay. I don't think I'm in Van Horn. I didn't think so. Vehicle is not in condition. Okay, no worries. All right. Let's get a different truck if that's the case. That one's not in a good enough condition. Take that one. Drive it. Yes. Right. And quick travel this one down to Van Horn. Okay, that's what I was waiting for, and I'm like, what the heck? All right. And now, escape again. This time we'll go to the freight market. Flag that one as 800 miles. That's the starting. All right. And okay. This one. Nice a load. Oi. No, I'll do that one. It's the shortest. It's not short by much, but cart in a bucket. What's the other? 1400 Mach Tau. Electric dumpsters. What? I almost want to take this load just for to have a look at what the load actually is. I'll take that one. Set the Jeep. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. Turn right.
Okay. Hang on. That is a repairy place. Let's just have a... Nothing to do.
Get ready to turn right.
Oh, frighten the living daylights out of me. Bloody vacuum cleaners friggin' doing a job. I forgot I changed the time. It's either 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock or something at night. 9 o'clock. I hear this noise in the background. I'm thinking, what the hell is that?
Turn right. Go straight. Turn left.
I don't know if you can hear the noise in the background, but that's my robot vacuum cleaner. It's doing this because past couple of days it's done the job. Is when I've gotten up out of bed, sitting down quite comfortably, watching the news, and it
Get ready to turn.
decides it's going to do the vacuuming.
Turn right.
Okay.
Here we are, safe and sound.
Right. Let's see. Freight market. What's our job? Take the job. Ah, there it is over there. No. Yes, it is. Yeah. I have a feeling that yeah. Right, let's have another look. Okay. Well, that should be okay. It's going to be one of those, is it? All right. Just going to have to do it this way. Let's just pretend you guys didn't see that. And I hope, yeah, I know when I talk you can hear my vacuum cleaner in the background, but thank goodness my filters have got the... It stops it from cracking the microphone open at least. Okay, so now all I've got to do is try and concentrate long enough. And it doesn't matter. I used to have an issue when I was playing around with VR. Used to have an issue with hearing noises and things like that in the background, and I used to shit myself. Well, I'm not in VR. I can't hear anything with my with my window down. And back in, also my headphones are, they do a little bit of noise cancelling as well. They're over-ear headphones, as you can tell by the headphones I've got. They're Sue and Vega, not Sue and Vega. They are, oh, I came up with Sue and Vega. I haven't had Sue and Vega for some time. They're Sennheiser. And like I say, I haven't had them Sue and Vega for so long it's not funny. I'm a bit of an audiophile, you see, and I like my high quality audio. Come on, get out of the way. But come on, move it. What are you doing, clown? I get it, you're slowing down to 60, but this is ridiculous.
Keep left.
Thank you. Shouldn't get booked for 3 miles over. I will get booked for staying in that lane for too long. So anyway, I just damn near shit myself when the vacuum cleaner bumped into the base of my chair, because I couldn't hear it, and I'd forgotten already, even though I might have been still talking about it, I'd forgotten that that was running around doing things. And consequently, when it bumped into my chair, I jumped a little.
Keep left.
I do have a setting where those headlights turn on a little bit earlier. They show up a little bit, so you see them come around the bend and stuff like that with headlights turned on, instead of just appearing out of the darkness. And that is it. I've got a extreme draw profile that I load, and lights on a little bit. I need to turn it up a bit more because I'm playing with. They are coming on, but they're not by much. But it's like a 1.1. You go to 2 and it's like you can see them from miles away. You can't see the car. I can see miles up there, but actually only 800, 600 meters. I got to find somewhere to have a snooze. All right. Of course, I got a copper right there as well. And for your information, Triton, if you're watching, I haven't got full-on sleep enforced.
Keep left.
I'm simulating it. That's why Yara is not showing progress of my sleep. Oh, I could have gone in there, damn it. I didn't realise that. Till it was too late. Yes, alright, I'll keep my eye open.
Turn right.
I suppose I could turn it on for you. And we can see the sleep, because it'll probably come up and say that I'm way overtired and to find somewhere to sleep. We're getting booked for it, but yeah, I haven't got that turned on. Let's find somewhere. It's an hour and next checkpoint's an hour.
Get on with it.
Now that I've got enforced rest periods turned on, I'll probably get booked for driving tired, being an hour and 45 minutes away. That one. Sure, it's that. Yeah, I know. And just so you know, guys, the light I've got shouting down there is the truck has a light bar on it, one of those LED light bars, and that's what that's simulating, an LED light bar. And then I've got the big bull lights on the bull bar that light up. That's why it's light right in front of me, but not off to the sides so much. Burn the retinas off the back of your eyelids. Is this the rest area? Ah, yes.
Keep right, then exit right. Exit right. Turn right.
Ah. Put it in right range would be nice. And reverse parking into this spot at night, mate. Oh, look. There we go. That'll do. Ah. Vey. Okay, so the eye is blue. Eye does work. That's funny. Actually, going to turn Yara off because I'm it distracts me these days. I haven't been using it and I get distracted by it. Just trying to work. Should I disable Yara or I done it now? Game. Come on. Yeah.
Ready to roll.
Uh-oh. I still don't know how to do intersections and do merges. Ah, you're kidding me. Bus, what the heck? So, should change that up a little. I actually have the braking force turned down. Just a bit, probably too much now. Again. So the only thing wrong with this truck is the same thing that's been wrong with it for any, and that's the GPS lighting, backlighting, whatever it is, just ain't right. Creator of the truck just get the lighting was not much of a thing. This was brought in and then it sort of regressed, and GPS needs to, it needs some work, because as you can see, as the shadows of the, as the lighting changes over it, like the cab, because I don't think it ever had
Keep left.
called ocular occlusion, never a thing when it's GPS made, when this truck was made. And obviously the person that originally made the model hasn't been able to do anything with it, so I think 2022. And since then it's been adopted,
Keep left.
pilfered, whatever you want to call it, by other people. So many people it's not funny. The original model. And I don't even know if the guy that originally that I bought it from, bought the original model from, was the original author
Turn right.
of the truck. But
Keep left.
I do know that
Go straight.
this is an interesting intersection.
Go straight.
Now, I've spoken on that, on the situation before. And even if the original author can do something, I don't think he's willing to, because of the fact that, you know, so many people have got his... But it'd be nice if one of these community-minded modders would, do a GPS mod that actually works, so you can actually have a proper GPS in it with the proper lighting and everything, or fix the one that's in it. A bigger screen would be better, you know, and attach bigger mirrors, like European style mirrors to it, like they have in Australia. Have the larger mirror in Australia on these trucks, or it's an option. And I mean, it would make life a lot easier for us. Now, I don't know if I can do this, but I'm going to try. Now I have to be stopped. Shame. Oh well. I'll wait until I'm stopped next time. I'd like to fix that mirror up. That one's okay, but that one's pretty much useless. Copper! 10-4, good buddy. Yep. Okie, heading down the highway. This is one thing I liked about VR. I didn't need to turn my head to look out that mirror. It was just sort of like a tiny little inflection. Like if I want to look out that mirror, I just go like that. That was great with the VR, is you can just sort of look across there. Single screen. It's 43 inches, not a super wide screen. If I had super wide screen, I probably wouldn't have to. I could probably just look with my eyes. Instead of look at my head. However, if memory serves me correctly, I used to turn my head because I used to drive a W mod. It wasn't like one of these big T's, but it was a W. W model, 650 double T, 650 Cummins with twin turbos. Speed road range, or split Allison diffs.
Go straight. Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
I think it's quite funny. It's so much of a habit that I used to have. Pull up and shed traffic lights, look down at the car and look into the car that was beside me. I even do it in the fucking game. Although I used to look down that way because I'm an Aussie and that was where my window was down there. Now I look out this way, playing a game. You were stopped when I started moving, buddy. You are so lucky you didn't cause me to get crashed, because I would have pushed you into the friggin' bushes. I would have got fined right in front of a copper for doing it at the start. I would have been the one, not you. In case you're curious as to why I keep looking at those trailers, those skins that are floating around on the trailers, that's why. TLL. Same deal, same company, they're my skins. Hey, get on the road, you fool. Ah, oh, Jesus, damaging my truck. Oh my God. Oh no. Did not hit you. Oh well. Not having a very good run this time. Tonight's been one of those nights where doing everything wrong. The heck-a-ma-decky is that? I recall ever seeing that before. Colorado. Is that what that just said? Let's go up here and see if there's a road that we can go up and check this place out. I'll probably get a truck smashed trying to get up here. Or can I sneak past it? Just probably go up here and just drop away to nothing. Matter of fact, I'm thinking that's exactly what it does. Although, I wonder if this is a an Easter egg. Or is this just a trap for young players? There's nothing here. Wonder if there is actually something here. No, that's the edge of the map. No. Isn't it? Get out, have a look. Yeah, that drops off and... Okay, that's that. That was fun. Flashes on. Okay, I don't know if they're on or off. Oh. So, stream's 2 hours long. 2 hours, no, 2 hours and 10 minutes long so far. So, I'm going to pull in here. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm too far. I'm actually going to pull in here. No, I'm not supposed to, but Now, while I'm stopped here, right, that one was okay. It was now you got to guess with these situation. Still do it a little bit more on that side. Well, that's better usage of it than yeah. Bit better than it was. Right. Let's fuel up. Go and park up. $22. It's 4 hours away. Okay, so I'm going to save the game here, and I'm going to for that. Catch you later. Oh my, no, that's all right. Streaming. So catch you later. Thanks for watching.